Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can tell by the title, today we're going to be talking about 3 man-eater fragrances, designer edition. Now of course this isn't all of the designer man-eater fragrances, but these are 3 that I do own in my collection and want to talk about today. Before we get started, I do want to say that if you are not new here and you've seen my previous videos, I stressed that I did not want my YouTube channel to turn into a fragrance channel, but at this point I'm completely addicted, so I'm going to stop kidding myself. And of course, it's not going to be all fragrance, but I am going to be talking about fragrance quite a lot on my channel. Anyways, now let's get into the video. The first fragrance that I want to talk about is one of my absolute favorites. It is Libre Le Parfum. I am absolutely in love with the whole Libre line. The very first one I smelled was the Parfum. I believe they did come out with the Toilette afterwards. So it's Parfum and Toilette, the Intense, and then the Parfum. I also own the body oil. If that is still available, I do highly recommend you go get that. But right now I do want to talk about Libre Le Parfum. Now this is a sweet, creamy, warm, spicy, sophisticated scent. It's all of that wrapped into one. This fragrance definitely smells like money, and it gets you so many compliments. Men absolutely love Libre, regardless of which formulation it is, but the Parfum with the added ginger and saffron note, chef's kiss. The first wear that I did for this, I was in the car driving and I was thinking to myself, like, what smells like cookies? And it was me, and I was wearing this and I was so confused. But yeah, this is absolutely beautiful. The sillage is amazing. The longevity on me is outstanding. It lasts 8+ hours on me. I'm actually wearing it today, which is ironic. I had no plans on filming this video today, but the opportunity arose, the idea popped into my head, and so here we are. Now, the fragrance family for this fragrance is, it is an amber floral, and it is very similar to the Intense, but the saffron and ginger note, it takes it up a notch. Now there are people that cannot, or they don't see it, they don't smell a difference in the two. I do. Saffron and ginger are becoming some of my favorite notes in fragrances, and I never thought that, you know, that would go well with this. It definitely has the same Libre Parfum and Toilette DNA, but the added notes bring about something amazing in this fragrance. Definitely recommend. This is the 1.7 ounce, I think, 1.6 ounce. Highly recommend. Really any Libre fragrance, but this is my favorite right now. I wear this more than anything. If I'm not reaching for this, I'm definitely reaching for the Intense. Libre Le Parfum is the 4th flanker of the, it's the technically the 3rd flanker of the Libre line, but it is the best in my opinion. I own every last one of the different formulations of Libres. The only thing I'm missing is the lotion or the body cream, which I'm on the hunt for. I've been on Mercari stalking. Anyways, let's read the notes for this. The top notes for this are saffron, bergamot, mandarin orange, and ginger. The middle notes are lavender and orange blossom. The base notes are honey, tonka bean, bourbon, vanilla, and vetiver. And yeah, absolutely love, and the bottle is freaking gorgeous. Definitely recommend your other men, strangers will be absolutely obsessed with you wearing this fragrance. You'll get tons of compliments, and it's a very addicting fragrance, and that is for the people that wear it as well as the people that smell it on you. So next I want to talk about a fragrance by Carolina Herrera, and it is a Good Girl flanker, Good Girl Supreme. This fragrance, now I had a I really hate that they started doing this too, but they come with they have sample cards and you have a flap where the fragrance is and you smell. Yeah, I hate those, but I got a sample card of with this and the original. Now I do own the original. I bought it after a year of owning this one, and it was really just because I feel like I needed it in my collection, because I promise you I don't wear it at all. But I got this one first because this is what I fell in love with out of the two. I'm gonna tell you why. Especially compared to the original, it's more complex. It's not as boring as the original. It's not a boring fragrance at all, but the original, it kind of bores me, which is why I don't wear it that often, and which is why that wasn't my first choice out of the two. But this is a very juicy, sweet, creamy, feminine fragrance. It is an amber gourmand floral fragrance. The sillage is amazing on this. Longevity is hit or miss. I guess it depends on the day. It's a very beautiful feminine fragrance, and it's absolutely worth it to have it in your collection. I don't reach for the original that often. I reach for this a lot more than I do the original, and the bottle is stunning. The difference between the original and this bottle, this has glitter on the bottom, but definitely recommend getting this fragrance. The top notes are berries, the middle notes are Egyptian jasmine, and the base notes are vetiver and tonka bean. Most of my fragrances that I have in my collection have gotten me followed. This one is one of those. It just amazing compliment getter. Definitely worth it to have it in your collection. We're going to talk about Versace Crystal Noir Eau de Parfum, which they don't make anymore, and it bothers me. It bothers me so much. This bottle is extremely empty, like there's nothing left in it, but I still wanted to talk about it. I love this fragrance that much. That is all that is left in it. I'm obsessed with this fragrance. I'm about to get online and order like 2 other bottles of the Eau de Parfum. I know where to find it, but I'm gonna order 2 more bottles before it's completely gone. They discontinued the Eau de Parfum and they started just selling the toilette, which pisses me off because I need these. And no shade to those who work in the department stores, but I went into the department store once, and I think it was Macy's. I went into the department store and I went to smell. Actually, I was going to get this. I was literally going to get this fragrance. I've owned this since 2020. Yeah, I've owned this fragrance since 2020. And in 2021, I believe, I went into the department store, Macy's or Dillard's, and one of the other sales associates, while my sales associate was wrapping this for me and putting it in the bag and starting my purchase, the other sales associate asked me if I want to smell Versace Crystal Noir. And I was like, oh yeah, I have that, the Eau de Parfum. She was like, no, they don't have an Eau de Parfum. They have an Eau de Toilette. Like, okay. She was kind of looking at me odd, like I didn't know what I was talking about. Like, yeah, she has a fake fragrance. No, I need you to know your shit if you're gonna work with fragrances, and not immediately shut people down because you don't understand. This is one of my top compliment getters. Literally obsessed with this fragrance, and so was everyone else that loves it on me and that has complimented me. It's a dark, spicy, creamy, sexy, complex coconut fragrance. It's my favorite Versace fragrance. Amber floral. It comes off a bit powdery, and that's the pepper in it, I'm sure. Longevity on this is amazing. I've had people follow me in places to ask me what I was wearing, tell me I smelled amazing, tell me they love it. The sillage is also amazing. It performs like a niche fragrance. I've been in one place and someone would come up to me and say, hey, I smell you back there, or I knew you were here because I smelled you, I smell your fragrance. In some of those instances, it would have been like 10-15 minutes since the time that I was in the place that they said that I was in, or that I was in the place that they smelled me in. So absolutely worth it. I have not smelled the toilette. I don't like change. I don't like change, and when I find what I like, I like to stick to it, which is which doesn't make sense, but like, and like I've heard about the differences between the parfum and the eau de parfum and the toilette, and I was just not about to let the toilette possibly, you know, ruin this fragrance for me. So I've only smelled the parfum, the eau de parfum, and I will only own the eau de parfum unless I can no longer find it like anywhere. And the toilette is my only option. So if you can find the eau de parfum, I would definitely pick it up. You might like the eau de toilette as well. Either way, add this fragrance to your collection. I blind bought this. I would definitely, if you can find a sample of it, get it. Go smell the toilette in the store, then blind buy this. Whatever you need to do, but add this to your collection, whichever formulation it is. Read you the notes. The top notes are pepper, ginger, and cardamom. The middle notes are coconut, gardenia, orange blossom, and peony. And the base notes are sandalwood, musk, and amber. The perfect, warm, spicy, dark, sexy, mysterious fragrance that you could ever have in your collection. Designer wise, I'll say that. I recommend testing this fragrance before buying it, a full bottle of it, because it is a little powdery for some. Add this to your collection if you like it. All right, so that brings us to the end of this video. It's been fun, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one.